Hey everybody, HMV here, playing more Into the Breach, and today we're taking out a special team on the custom squad. We are going to knock out several achievements in one run here, assuming I win. We are going to win at Mech Specialist, beat the game with 3 of the same mech. That mech is the Ice Mech. We are also going to beat Flight Specialist, beat the game with 3 flying mechs, because these guys fly. We are also going to go for hard victory achievement. We're going to actually get a victory on hard, and if we happen on any other achievements, probably not, because this is going to be hard enough getting these 3. So let's go ahead and head out there. By the way, it's Marcus, and you are bringing along with you 2 new guys, xaris, diamantis, and Eyeofevil Good. So we're going to take you guys out, and we are going to do hopefully awesome at this game. And xaris, by the way, I said xaris, it's xaris. Your name didn't fit, so I just used your first name. And Eyeofevil, your name did fit. We are heading out there. Xaris, you're in the orange one. I changed the colors to make it easy to remember who's who. And Eyeofevil, you're in the green one. We are picking here. Oh, by the way, Marcus, you have a power. These mechs don't actually need very much power, so we're going to give you some move. And I just realized something, but we've already started, so this squad kind of needs Bethany on it, but you know what, I'll try it anyway. Why not? Yeah, I was actually gonna kick you off, Marcus, and put Bethany on there as a new person, but oh well. We're gonna try this anyway. This squad might be good enough without Bethany. We'll see how that works, though. As long as 2 people are unfrozen at all times, we should be fine. So let's defend the tanks, because we basically have to. The nice thing here is the tanks can be frozen, so that helps to defend them. If we don't have anything else to do, might be useful to freeze them. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to get you on this spawn and freeze this guy, so we don't ever have to worry about him. You're going to freeze this guy and do that, and you are going to... I kind of want to freeze this guy. Yeah, you're going to be the one who... Oops, that's not going to work. You're going to be the one who has to repair himself next turn. So there we go. We've locked down the board, basically. Let's see. You can head up here and freeze him. You can't really do anything, so you're actually just going to chill out and not chill out, not do anything. You're gonna repair yourself. And we're going to go like that. We don't really care about this guy, and it's better to leave him out than in because he counts as a Vec. So we'll get less spawns with him sitting out there. Okay, now the tanks are free, although this guy's frozen, so he's never going to get out unless one of the guys lets him out. Let's go ahead and freeze him. We're going to let this guy stay. You go ahead and freeze this building. And you just get on up here, because we don't need to worry about that. Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay, we're going to freeze this guy. You're going to repair yourself, and you just repair yourself as well. Very simple, very easy, not a big problem. One thing about this squad, you'll notice they don't have any damage dealing whatsoever. So we're guaranteed to miss out on one star every level, and that star is killing the boss at the final battle. So we know we're not going to pass that test. So missing out on a goal here and there, not a big deal, because we just know we're not going to. Defend the artillery support, or this one. I think I'm going to go for this one, that way I can grab both of these. Take less than 3 grid damage, shouldn't really be a big deal. But we'll see what happens here. Okay, we definitely want to freeze this guy. Sadly, we can't freeze him and stop that from happening. So we're going to have 2 of our guys frozen on the first turn, which is a little scary. But we're going to do it anyway. You know what? Instead of doing that, we're going to do this and this. That way we'll have 2 of our guys available, and only 1 of their guys, and 2 of their guys out on the board. One of the important things about this game, playing it this way, is you have to manage how many people you have on the board. It gets pretty scary if you have all of your guys frozen and then you have to and you have to like go a turn without anybody. So it's good to try to make sure you always have at least 2 of your guys out at any time. Okay. We have to freeze both of those guys because that would be kind of scary to let them out. You definitely have to freeze him. Yeah, and if you freeze him, that's only going to be 1 guy spawning next turn, so that's no big deal. And it's quite easy to just freeze him, even though you don't need to, as it's the last turn. Who cares? It's just nice to have them all be frozen. Mission complete. 1,500 people saved. What do we got? Destroy the dam. It literally can't happen. Defend the train. Super easy with this squad because you can freeze it. So let's just go ahead and plop you guys down. Okay, this is a pretty simple first turn. We're gonna freeze you with you, and he will. He was gonna knock you out. We'll see what you guys can do. You can get all the way here, and I think that's wise. Even though you can't freeze anything, go ahead and freeze that tile there. And then you are going to freeze this guy. So we got only 1 guy, or no, I'm sorry, we got 2 of our guys out, and they've only got 1 guy on the thing. So this is awesome. What we're going to do here is freeze the train. And the guy. And the cool thing about this is the train is frozen, so it's never going to go through this alleyway here, so the vet can't screw us over by putting their people there. The problem here is we've only got 1 person available to freeze, but they're being nice and unfreezing our other person. I think I could have repaired him last time, but I didn't even think about it. Not a big deal. Because we made it anyway. We defended the train. We are set. Let's go ahead, and we're not going to destroy the dam, so let's go ahead and defend the artillery support to get a little bit more grid defense. This is the one mission where we can actually do some damage because we've got this artillery. I don't expect it to actually do much damage. There's the time pod. Oh, if we could only get the artillery thing here, that'd be pretty awesome, but oh well. Can't do it. You are going to freeze this guy. You are going to go here and freeze this building. You're going to come down a little bit and go ahead and shoot these mountains just for the fun of it. And then you are going to come down here and freeze this guy. Okay. We have almost literally nothing that we have to worry about. So let's go ahead and cover more spawns. I guess we can just cover the 2 spawns. Go ahead and freeze this guy, might as well. And don't actually have anything good to do with you, so go ahead and do that. And then you could go here and light these on fire just to... If a Vec happens to make it that far, he won't want to stand on those spots. Okay, things are looking dodgy for you, but really it's not a big deal. We actually can't kill them, which is funny. Go ahead and get this guy out so he has the most movement possible. And we basically need to freeze one of these guys. So you know what? Let's go ahead and freeze you. And then let's freeze the guy who shoots. And then you go ahead and freeze this mountain that we previously damaged. Now we're going to have 2 guys out. 2 bad guys. Very simple. And actually, we don't even need to do anything. All we need to do is freeze something, so go ahead and do that, just for the fun of it. we'll let the Vec free us out of our icy prisons. And win. Moving along here, we've got range. Look at that, a range class weapon. Might as well put it on somebody. And we even have a power. So we might as well... you know what? I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to I'm going to move it on this. Artillery shot that applies smoke and pushes 2 adjacent tiles. Yeah, it's really not that useful. But maybe it'll be useful when you don't want to... freeze somebody. So we'll put you back here considering you have that other weapon. Yeah, and as I said, we have no real chance of killing this guy. However, we can use him to get us out of a freeze lock. Yeah, see, all it does is apply smoke. So I don't think it's worth doing. Sadly, we can't do anything else, so we might as well do that to you and then bring you down here to be ready to do something next time. Okay, this is ridiculously simple. There we go. Okay, and yeah, might as well do this. You freeze that mountain, you freeze that mountain, and you freeze the corporate tower, and now we win because next turn there's nobody going to be spawning, so we just literally won the game with no trouble. And bam, what was that, 10 minutes we spent and we've won here. Let's go ahead and spend our reputation. We can buy 2 reactor cores, and we're going to. The question is, do we want to sell this that we're probably never going to use? And if we do, what are we going to buy? This might not be a bad purchase. And it'll get us back down to 6, and it's good to have ancillary weapons for those times when you freezing isn't going to do it. So let's go ahead and buy this. Buy 2 power. Put this on you. It doesn't actually cost anything. We now have 3 power available. And I think we're going to give everybody 1 and add to their move, because move is so important in this game. There we go. And we're going to leave this island, and we will head to island number 2. This is going to be a 2-island game. It literally doesn't matter who the boss is and who the scion is, because we don't actually fight anybody. So I'm going to pick this one because it doesn't have spiders, and it doesn't have the spider leader. So let's go ahead and just head here and finish it. And by the way, because it's only 10 minutes long, I'm going to do both of these, and I'll probably do the final mission all in one video just to get it out, because it's ridiculous to expect that. However, I personally am going to pause. So hold on 1 minute. Okay, and I am back. And what do we got here? We've got downtown and the nanite farms. The nanite farms will lead us to this quickly. And actually, it'll not do that, so I think we're going to do this. Block Vex spawning 3 times. Sounds pretty easy, considering we block like 10 of them every round. Anyway, so if we don't block 3, I would be a little surprised. None of the conveyors are scary, which is generally pretty important. None of the spawns are set up in a way that we would want to, that we definitely want to freeze this guy. So we're going to do that. We're also going to do that. And I think we're going to do that as well, just to get a spawn blocked right away. Second round, we're only going to have 2 bad guys, and we're going to have 2 guys out, so that's pretty fine. Definitely want to block, or do both of these guys. Good thing we gave him move, because we can do that and that, and then break you out, and we are looking pretty darn golden. We got 3 guys available and only 1 bad guy. So we're going to do that. We have no new spawns, which is awesome. That means we are set. Literally doesn't matter what we do, because we've won this round. This happens so often that we're blocking so many spawns. We've frozen so many enemies, I should say, that we're not getting enough spawns to actually cause a problem. And our defense has gone up. That's good. Kill 4 enemies infected with acid. This is basically a loss. We can't really kill 1. This, we have 1 use per battle, and it's 1 damage. So yeah, we're not going to be killing any enemies infected with acid unless we can somehow push them, which isn't going to happen because that only has 1 use. This has infinite uses, but it only pushes forward and backward. It's super duper hard to do, and this is going to be a mission with a lot of bad guys. So I'm kind of thinking we're going to skip it. Let's go back here. Let's take less than 3 grid damage. Yeah, we're going to take this one instead. Really, with this squad, you don't need as many power cores as other squads do, so I really don't think it's going to be a big deal. Okay, I don't like these where bad guys pop out of the acid, but not much I can do. Okay, we definitely want to at least... We could do this and take care of both of these guys, but not take them out, and I don't like not taking guys out. So... we can do this with you and freeze him. And then I think, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to freeze this guy, and then we're going to freeze you. And we're just going to deal with the fact that we have to break you guys out next turn. Okay, 1, 2. The turn basically took itself. That's our second block. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. This isn't a block bad guys mission. Okay, we got more baddies coming out. We got 2 guys firing, and they're, again, not in positions where we can do anything about them. We can, however, stay on this spawn. Freeze this guy. And freeze this guy. And once again, we're just going to have 1 bad guy and our 1 guy available to freeze, so boom, done. It's a 1-trick pony, but the trick is really good. And it basically gets the job done. I'm not going to say it's the most interesting thing to watch, but you know what? It's an achievement that several achievements I don't have to ever get again, so that's always good. Another conveyor belt mission, not a big deal. We're actually probably going to get a kill here if we kill this guy, but so far I don't really see us killing him, freezing him, I'm sorry, this turn, because we're going to use him to break you out of the ice. Then you're going to freeze him, and you're just going to chill out and not actually do anything. Oh, and you know what? He's not going to break you out of the ice. I just realized that he's not going to break you out of the ice, so we definitely want you free. Because we're going to have 2 bad guys, and we're going to have 3 bad guys next turn. I'm going to reset the turn. I made a bad choice. Because the conveyors happen first, so actually I want to move you back before I freeze anybody. Does that mean I want to freeze you with him? You know what? Let's do it. And then you're going to go here and freeze him. And then you're just going to sit here and do nothing. Okay, you're not going to free him out of the ice because you're going to move this way and free him out of the ice if you're allowed to move. And I think you're going to be allowed to move because both of you guys are going to attack this guy, and so you're going to free him from the ice and then you'll kill him. So I'm not going to actually do anything with you guys. You are going to block this spawn, though. You are going to free yourself, and you sadly are going to do that. Free him from the ice and murder him. Okay, you are perfectly fine to keep in place here. You have to free yourself. You... I think we're going to do that with you. And you, once again... I would love to do something useful with you, and I think this is better. And hold on just 1 minute. Okay, I'm back once again, and I have totally forgot what I did. I froze him. I can't freeze this guy, so we're just going to let it go. And we're going to have 2 of us and 2 of them next turn, so there's really not going to be any problems whatsoever. And they're not even doing anything interesting. So I actually don't have to do anything. But I'll do this, and might as well freeze this guy. and let you out. I know I have other weapons, but really they're ancillary. The main weapon here is freeze. I should probably be looking at those other weapons and deciding sometimes to use them, but really until the final battle it doesn't matter that much. Okay, don't really want to do that. Defend the disposal unit. Yeah, that's an easy one to pick. We can actually kill people now, which is always fun. Can't kill the pod. We're looking for a nice grouping of the bad guys, and I already see one. So we might as well just do it, right? Let's block this spawn and do that. Block this spawn and do that. Disposal unit these guys. And, yeah, let's take the time pod too, just to make sure we get it. Now we have a totally free turn. And a lot of spawns, not a big deal though. Don't really have anything to freeze with you. Don't really have anything to freeze with any of you. There we go. But we're gonna have 3 guys and 3 bad guys, so it's really not that big of a deal here. We could even hit him with acid if we wanted to. Okay, we can't kill all of them. But we have no more new spawns, which is nice. So we could do this to kill one of you. You could go here and freeze this guy. You could go... No, that's not going to work. You could go here and freeze this guy. And that's scary because then we only have 1 of us and 2 of them. So, oh, no, we have 2 of us. So never mind. We're fine. Let's go ahead and freeze that tile. Frozen acid, what are you going to do? But yeah, I was thinking we only have 1 of us, but we actually have 2 of us because we have the disposal unit. Although I just realized we have to use the disposal unit to destroy those mountains. Luckily, the game was nice to us and did that. So, once again, everything is awesome.
Stop calling me the disposal unit.
I'd call you whatever I want. That was my girlfriend. Okay. What do we got? We got something. Jump forward, blah, blah, blah. Not really very useful, but it's better than the nothing we have otherwise. We do have a power, and we have no one we actually care to put it on, so I'm actually going to hold off on it. And I'm not going to install it on anyone until we see what we're going to get after this final island. That's fair. I don't think it really matters where we put anybody. We might entice the scorpion to go. Oh no, he's the scorpion. I always forget who does what. Okay, so let's go ahead and freeze the scorpion. Then we're going to freeze you. And then we're going to freeze you. And we're only going to have 1 bad guy and 1 of us available to freeze him next turn. And we're actually not going to freeze him. Instead, we're going to freeze this mountain. Bring you guys out. So next turn we'll have 3 guys available. Now he's taking a damage, but that's not a big deal. And we really only have 2 guys to deal with. So I think freezing him is a good idea. Freezing him is a good idea. And then we'll freeze this other mountain just because. No actual spawns. Repair you just for the fun of it, just to give everybody at full, and then boom, done. Easy peasy. So far I haven't lost a person, which is always nice. We've got 6 rep points. We could have 9, but we don't need things for that anyway. So repair drop, probably not going to be very useful, although these 2 together are an extremely amusing combo. I've never actually done this. And I'm thinking, you know what, let's do it. We haven't used any of these. We'll buy these 2 and 2 grid power, or 2 whatever power. You are going to be the one who gets to kill everybody. And you are going to be the one who gets to repair everybody. And we have 3 power, so let's just go ahead and give everybody 1 more. And 1 more here. And boom, we're basically all full setup. Oh my god, you have an extra power. We have nothing to use it on, so we're just not bothered using it. Let's go ahead and leave the island and head out to the final stand. Let's go ahead and start the mission and see what happens. Boom, boom, boom. Now we can use this that combo, the repair drop explodingness combo twice, because we can use it here and we can use it on the bottom. So that's something to make a note of as we go. It feels like there's more mountains than normal. The layout, I'm a big fan of this layout. That was probably a dumb mistake. I should have realized that this guy was going to double attack us. Let's call that a mistake on my part. And now you're going to do that. And then let's bring you down here to freeze this guy. And then you come here and freeze this guy. And we've basically locked down the whole board. I didn't kill him, but it did light him on fire because he's a boss. So he got fired, but he didn't get his severance pay, I guess. Okay, this is a problem, but we can just refreeze him, so it's not a big deal. The way to refreeze him is, I think, to do this. Now, the funny thing is, this guy's now going to block a spawn, which is hilarious. So we're going to let him do that. And I think we're also going to do this. And then you're going to not do anything so that you're available next turn for one of the 2 bad guys who's out. Or one of the 3 bad guys. But they're all kind of crammed in here, so it's going to be an interesting see what happens. Okay, he's freeing his friend. He's freeing his friend. First thing we need to do is do that. Then I think we're going to freeze you. Yeah, because this guy actually doesn't have a move, as long as he can't get out. And what's his move? His move is 5, so he'll actually be able to get out next turn. So you know what we can do? We can freeze him. We'll just deal with you next turn. It's gonna be a bit of a dangerous turn, but we have that explosion, so if we have to, we'll use it. Oh, he didn't move. I thought he'd be able to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He should be able to actually come here because he can move through his own units, but he didn't. Oh no, he has a move of 2. I was looking at the wrong guy. So yeah, that's perfect. We've basically locked him down. The pain sign is annoying, and I can't do anything about it. However, we all have enough health to not have to worry about it. So let's go ahead and freeze you. Let's go ahead and actually let's do this. Freeze you and freeze you. I love that about acid. You can't you can't get frozen if you're on acid. Or sorry, not acid, lava. Makes it much easier. And now we've got the seismic activity, and we're heading down. They talk about hard mode like it's so hard. Hard mode is quite hard. Note I don't normally play hard mode. I'm only doing it this way so I can get that achievement. Okay, I like the layout. This area here is kind of scary, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. We got this guy, he shoots 2 ways. These guys are bosses, but again, bosses don't matter when you're freezing everybody. Okay, looking for opportunities to take care of this guy without, or take care of somebody without, and also get our guys. I'm not talking correctly. freeze somebody, but also break yourself out of the ice. That's what I'm talking about. So sadly, that looks like that's the only one that we can do. And we have to take care of all of you. However, we can do this. That'll break you out of the ice. Then the only one left is you. So we'll just freeze you with you. And we could have come down here. But I don't think it's worth using my turn reset to see if I could have done that with somebody else. We could have, though. The guy who was here could have come down here, so. Okay, it's a Pain Scion. Not as big of a deal as it could be. With our 3 mechs. I screwed this up, though. This is actually really bad. So let's go ahead and fix this problem. This is actually a huge problem. We could bring you over here and use your explosion. Yeah, I should have realized I couldn't freeze my guy on the first turn. So we're going to use your explosion here. Here's the problem. Just so I'm not... This guy froze himself, and on the second turn, you always have tentacles under you. So leaving him frozen on a tentacle thing was a terrible idea. So what we're going to do to fix that is we're going to bring you here, and we're going to do the self-destruct, which is going to free both of these guys from the ice and kill this guy, and kill you. Oh, and it killed him too. That's interesting. That basically ruins the game. Let's go ahead and reset the turn. We may have failed. We're going to have 2 mechs for the rest of the game. And we can't use this guy's ability. I thought it would just free him from the ice. Yeah, this is one of those bad things that could totally destroy your run. Let's look here. And I have no skills that move anybody. Yeah, this I may have just lost. But let's keep going regardless. Let's freeze this guy. Freeze this guy. The Renfield bomb can take 4 damage, so we'll just let it happen. Let's go ahead and bring you out, even though the tentacles are just going to totally demolish you. And you're like the only guy. The nice thing is the Pain Scion frees our guys from the ice from now on. You're the only guy who could have repaired us. That's the problem. You were like the worst one to do that to. We're just going to have to try to make do with the guys we have. The only thing we have going for us, like I said before, is that the Pain Scion is going to bring us out every time, and by freezing the Renfield bomb, we're saving it as well. So I think we're still going to be okay with only 2 guys. It's actually kind of a testimony to how powerful this squad is, that we're doing okay, in spite of the fact that I totally boned this up. But still, things could have been better. We're going to freeze you, we'll freeze you, and we're going to win anyway. But yeah, that was... definitely a misplay on my part. An interesting interaction between all the things. But the bomb has been protected. The bad guys are going to blow up. We're getting away. One of you, I sadly have no idea which one it was. Looks like it's xaris. Xaris is dead. Eyeofevil and Marcus have survived, and they're taken off to other timelines. More importantly, though, more important than a dead guy, we got 3 achievements. We got Mech Specialist, beat the game with 3 of the same mech. We got Flight Specialist, beat the game with 3 flying mechs. And we got Hard Victory, beat the game on hard. Any length, 2 counts. This squad, especially with Bethany in it, definitely has a chance to go all the way if you get if you pick up a good. And we saved everybody, which is awesome. If you get a good extra ability, that could definitely be something that you could go all the way to 4 islands, even on hard. And I might even do that, although I have no need to. Let's go ahead and Marcus, you've been to 2 timelines and you're called out, so I think we're going to stick with Eyeofevil, but very likely we're gonna drop him for somebody else, because next time we are going to go back to the hazardous mechs who don't have a win. We're going to try to get a win on them, and then we're going to go to the random squad and get a win, and then we're going to start picking up all these achievements, and then we're going to go back and try all the wins. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might start, like, once I 100% it, I'm probably going to start looking at mods, because by the time I'm finished with this, the modding community is going to have some awesome stuff out there. There's already some pretty cool things, but I don't want to do any of them until I've beaten the game on camera. So I hope you are enjoying this. I'm definitely enjoying doing it, and I hope you come back later when I will, as always, talk at you.